I'm Professor Fred Okello. I'm the leader of Operation Ugatusi, which is the umbrella body of all civil societies in Kenya. Why we are here today is that we have discovered that what's happening in the country is that civil society has become weak because remember when the government came to power, that is in 2002, the leaders of civil society were appointed in government, mentioned Wangai Maathai, mentioned John Gidongo, mentioned Willie Mutunga, and they left civil society to be weak. So our oversight has been done by politicians, and there have been serious issues that need to be addressed. So today, we have discovered that when civil society is weak, there is no liberation. The first liberation was brought by civil society. The second liberation was brought by civil society. But the third liberation has not come because civil society became weak in 2002. So Operation Ugatusi has come as an umbrella body for civil society, and I'm inviting all civil societies to join us together so that we can oversight the country, because politicians have too much interest and government has too much interest. When they come together and they align their interests, they forget about Kenyans. And that's why we are here. So I want to tell Kenyans that you are suffering not because there is no money. This government is collecting 9 billion daily. When Maandamano took place and they said Nairobi only did not collect 4 billion, if you look at what government collects in taxes, I can tell you we are collecting around 9 billion per day. This government has borrowed money more than any other government. I can tell you, as we stand now, they have borrowed 650 billion shillings in just 6 months. And at the same time, the cabinet, Ruto's cabinet has asked the parliament to raise the debt ceiling from 9.6 billion to 17 billion, meaning that they want to borrow more money, they want to collect more taxes, yet they say they cannot be able to give you subsidies on unga, they can't give you subsidies on fuel, on oil, they cannot be able to employ doctors. So you are not suffering because Kenya is not making money. You are suffering because your money is being stolen. And here is the evidence we bring to you on where is your money going. By the way, Operation Ugatusi has already looked at 57 files of corruption, and we shall be releasing them one by one. So the first file we are releasing today is a high voltage file. It is for Child Welfare Society of Kenya. Child Welfare Society of Kenya looks like a government entity that has been receiving money from government coffers since 2011, meaning that it was created during Moi regime. Kibaki inherited that regime. They have been receiving funding every year. Uhuru inherited that regime. They have been receiving that funding every year. Now the new government, we have seen they have requested for a budget. So the budget is being ready in June. They are also in that budget. They are going to receive over 1.8 billion shillings, yet they are doing nothing with it. And here is the evidence. What happens that Kenya government wires money to Child Society of Kenya to the tune of 1.8 billion shillings to protect children, like children's welfare. They should build for them houses, they should pay for them education, they should be able to take care of their health. But this money is wired from the Kenyan government exchequer to the account of Child Welfare Society. Then they should give this money to service providers who should help these children. But where the money goes, the signatory is one person called Irene Murithi. This same Irene is the signatory of Child Welfare Society of Kenya, but the money goes to account where she's the signatory. She withdraws that money and gives to her people that it meets within government. And that's why this has been inherited government after government. Meaning that no government should lie to you that they are concerned about anti-corruption, because they simply inherit the corruption of the former government and continue benefit as Kenyans wallow in poverty. The same government of William Ruto has agreed to give them 1.8 billion shillings. Yet this money don't go to the children. Before me, when I'm here, the people I'm standing with, these are employees of Child Welfare Society of Kenya. I can't make it up. I can't go pick somebody from wherever Kawangware and bring here. They are employees of Child Welfare Society of Kenya. The money comes to Child Welfare Society of Kenya and they are not being paid salaries. They owe Child Welfare Society of Kenya around 187 million shillings in salaries, in benefits not paid. Now they are currently not working. They have never been paid since COVID. Imagine if someone stopped paying you during COVID, yet they have been receiving money, yet for you just sit there. So they are suffering and we are demanding. We have already put a case in foot and the case has been filed. We want them, the demand is that we want the court to ensure that these employees get their benefits with immediate effect. And we are requesting that if they can be given allocated 187 million shillings, it will clear all their dues. But that is not the story. If they have received a total of 15 billion shillings, doing totally nothing with, we would demand that the court declares that Irene Murithi, the CEO of Child Welfare Society of Kenya, finds where he has been removing the money and taking them and take it back to the exchequer. Because these children are suffering. One thing is that they are living in dilapidated housing. They are not being given proper health care. Their education is not being taken care of. But the person eating the money are people moving with choppers, moving with high-end vehicles, living in luxurious means through their suffering. And I want to urge President William Ruto as we speak, you cannot inherit corruption. Corruption is not something you inherit. You better inherit land, you better inherit property. You cannot inherit corruption, because if you inherit corruption, Kenyans have nothing to inherit. That's the main statement about this Child Welfare Society of Kenya. If you have any question from the media, you can ask.